Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. We're going to go over uranium, do our technical analysis update. And, I think I saw a down day in uranium for the physical metals, at least on trading economics. That's where I got my thing. But I'll go over what I see in the charts. I'll give you my opinion. It's just my financial opinion. And we'll jump right into it. So let's go. So here is uranium. I'm going to start with the physical stuff. Let's get physical. Exactly. It's the song. So we were down a little bit today. I know we were over 50. We're down to 49.90. Not a big deal, but we are slowing this in incredible speed here, and maybe it goes up, more. But the physical price has been very strong, and I don't really have too much to say else, but just watch it, see what it does. To me, the stocks are looking a little bit weak. And we came up here. You know what? I'll throw it in there just to show you guys. We've got this coming through. And we came up. We kind of came back tested. We came up. Watch out for the next day tomorrow. Let's see what we do. A black candlestick here. Usually you come down, it pops up, and the momentum comes back down. We could have a down day tomorrow. And watch out, because this thing can move. These things are very volatile. So I think that we could still see further weakness. I don't think this weakness is done. Usually, if you see something that's strong, it wouldn't throw a black candlestick here. It would throw a nice big candlestick like this guy and finish real strong to the upside. We opened up and closed lower, which means momentum's coming down a little bit. And let's see if this thing pulls back. But again, the volume and money flows, everything is amplified. We've got massive volatility going on. So when things get amped up like this, I tend to not do anything. I don't buy, I don't sell, I don't do anything. I just hold on. And then I wait for a calming period, because when a calming period comes, that's when I get really aggressive. I don't buy when the volatility is all crazy like this. So I just hold on. And we're seeing that in CCJ. We're still seeing some selling pressure to the downside. We're seeing Kazetum Prom. Notice that we have a small candlestick here. We could be coming down. It bounced up, and we just have a small bounce. Be careful here if you see a couple of small up days, because we could roll back over and come back down. So it's a possibility, and that's what I usually see. Is I see the bounce, a small up day, and then we could see it come back down. And we're seeing these black candlesticks. So this is a lot of momentum downward. And we came up and we could see it come back, roll back over a little bit. Which is fine, because you're going to get better buying opportunities. And we're seeing that across all of these different companies. Big sell-off. The up day has a wick at the top with the momentum coming back down. Probability that this could come back lower. And we're seeing that across, could come back lower. Sky Harbor doesn't look too bad, but again, when you have this much momentum coming down, be careful that this thing throws another small up day here and we could roll back over. And that's why I don't like doing anything with these high volatility areas. It's like hands off, hold on, just let's see what this thing does and let it settle out. And that's what we're doing. We're trying to find a balance. We're trying to find a balance between the buyers and the sellers. And the volatility, we've got strong hands, we've got cabbage hands, we've got oil slick hands where they can't hold on to anything. Everything, shares are just sliding through their hands like no other. And I know this is uranium. You're supposed to have uranium hands, but guys, the volatility is all over the place. This thing looks like it's trying to find a bottom here. Doesn't look too bad. Standing uranium could have a little bit more downside in it. These black candlesticks, and maybe not. I could be completely wrong here. We could see buyers step in. We could see the physical spot price jump higher, and things just roll over these technical patterns here. But by looking at the patterns, I still think there could be a little bit more downside in a lot of these. This one's trying to find a bottom. They're all trying to find us. They're trying to find stability. That's what they're trying to do, and it's just so volatile. This guy's got a wick at the top. It looks like it's trying to slow down the move to the downside. We'll see what happens. Fission 3.0, again, this is a massive reversal pattern here, where usually that goes to the downside. It did, and usually it comes up and then it kind of rolls back over. That's what this pattern could come back down here. It could. We're seeing it in Bannerman. The black candlesticks are basically winning out. The black candlestick means that you opened up but closed lower throughout the day and it was still an up day. That's what a black candlestick is. The momentum's heading still downward, so I think we still have some downward momentum. Deep yellow, downward momentum, watch for it. Same with Forces Metals. Could still sell off a little bit. And hopefully we get back down here. I'd buy some more. Me personally, I'd be a buyer. And Global Atomics starting to, the opening and closing price, the candlestick body lengths are starting to contract. It seems like we're trying to find that balance. We're coming back to a support area. So this one's looking not too bad. Of any of them, this looks like the best chart so far in terms of how it's contracting down and coming into a support line. Goviax looks like it's trying to find some support. Be careful that this side here matches this side here where we come up and roll back over. I'm looking for that. ISO Energy, this thing wanted to launch, I guess, 32%. Massive down move and then an up move. And sometimes you see volatility at short-term tops as well. So, you know, I'm careful here. Encore Energy, you got that black candlestick again. I still think we've got like a shoulder, head, shoulder type deal that we could potentially come back here even. On all the patterns are showing these types of patterns. UROY, that black candlestick, it opened up, went up, and then reversed lower. I still think the sellers are out there. I still think they're going to push this lower. Same with UEC, it's the same pattern. Same with UU, it's the same pattern as UROY, where we come down. It opened up, went up, and closed lower, which means the momentum's coming back down. Denison Mines is the same thing. Paladin, a little bit different looking chart here. It's a small up day. Can't say that the buyers are really stepping in here and womping it. So I'd be patient. Boss Energy coming on. I think we're going to come on back here. PenMF has a decent looking chart. This is a bullish piercing pattern, which usually results upward. But again, looking at the overall sector, looking at confluence, it's probably going to hit some headwinds potentially. We'll see. Forum Energy Metals, strong sell-off, came up, wick at the top, finished down here. But still, that was a big move today. Wow, this entire move. But I get kind of, I just hold on. I don't really do much. I think we still got a little bit more selling pressure in it for international. Centrus Energy is the last one. Watch out for this shoulder, head, shoulder type pattern. Something similar. We could come back to 29, 28, somewhere in there. So my opinion is, when volatility kicks up like this, I'm just like, all right, you know, my hands are off. I'll just let it ride. And I like buying I like buying at points or when things consolidate to tips. Right now, we've got volatility. It's flinging all over the place. We've got cabbage hands in there. We got oil hands. We got diamond hands. We got all sorts of holders coming through here and either buying it or selling it or doing all sorts of stuff. In all honesty, when the volatility kicks up, I'm just like, I'm just going to hold, ride through it, and then I wait for a pattern to develop. When the pattern develops and it comes to a point, then I start buying again. Or I buy at resistance support levels. And right now, we're not at a support level on a lot of these. So there is downside risk still in there. And I still see some sellers wanting to sell. That's why we have black candlesticks. That's why we've got these kind of patterns that are developing where we could come back down a little bit more. So again, I am a huge uranium bull, a massive one. But I don't continually just buy, I don't buy without looking at the charts. I buy at calculated spots where we could have breaks. And right now, it's just flinging all over the place. And that's usually the time where I'm just like, hands off, I'm going to hold on, and I'm going to evaluate until we calm down. The market right now, it's like a hyper banshee. It's all over the place. It's like, where'd it go up? Where'd it go down? Blah, 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 blah. And then it's like this ADD person that's got like 2 Red Bulls in it. Red Bull and vodkas, obviously, right? We got to throw the vodka in it. But it's like they've got this amped up thing where they're just all over the place. Squirrel. Okay. Yeah, I just saw a squirrel. But that's what's going on. And I don't like buying in those amped up, hyped up areas. I like, let's relax this down, slow things down, calm down. The values behind us. We got real estate that just posted a little bit a higher new home build number. And when everything's calm, even though the stock portfolio can be going all over the place, just remain calm. Wait for this thing to calm down. Wait for the buyers to start equaling the sellers, and then start buying again. That's what I do. And you can cost average in if you want. It's not a big deal. You can slowly sprinkle it in. That's up to you guys. But again, for me, hands off. I'm just going to hold on, wait for the volatility to settle itself, and let some of these banshees, maybe we'll run around the house a couple times, get them tired out, and they'll calm down a little bit. If you guys like this content, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you like these daily technical analysis updates, definitely subscribe. Leave comments if you guys want to leave some comments. Let me know your guys' opinion. Do you think the banshees are running around here and buying and selling, and we've got cabbage hands, and maybe people are getting their hands all chopped off with knives, the cabbage hands, and cabbages flying everywhere? That's kind of how I feel. Everyone's just, it's like a free-for-all out there. But let me know your opinion. Put it in the comments section. I'd like to hear your guys' opinions. And thanks for listening. This is Finding Value.